Good morning, everyone. So today we'll go to the next problem in centroid portion. So before going to the problem, I have some basic equations that you need to know to solve the problems in centroid. So whenever you have a symmetrical figure given in the question, you will have to find the centroid of the symmetrical structure or the figure. See, as you can see, it's written here, any symmetrical figures centroid lies at the center, which means if you have a symmetrical figure like a rectangle, a circle, a square, or any such symmetrical figures, which symmetrical means if you divide a center with an axis like this, both the sides are equal. Similarly, if you divide a circle like this using y-axis or like this using x-axis, again it is symmetrical on both the sides. So whenever you have such a figure like a rectangle, circle, or a square, the centroid will lie exactly in the center of that. So suppose, as you can see a rectangle here which is having a dimension b and a depth d, width b and depth d. So the centroid of this particular rectangle, if suppose it is denoted by g, two coordinates x bar and y bar, you already know this. So obviously x bar will be the half of this distance, correct? Because if you consider the axis here and the axis here, so when you consider the axis here, the distance from here to here is half of b, because it's a symmetrical figure. So x bar is b by 2, and y bar, from this axis we need to measure y bars from the x axis. So from here to this distance, okay, to this distance, this will obviously be d by 2 because it is symmetrical in both the directions. So we got the centroid of rectangle like this. I want you people to remember these equations so that it's very important to solve the problem. Okay, now again circle, if you take the x bar and y bar of circle, if you need, x bar will be, if you take the axis here somewhat, always you select the axis such that, the whole figure lies in first quadrant. That is a very important point. Suppose in some questions they may give you axis, but in some questions we need to select the axis. So whenever we are selecting the axis, make sure you select it such that the whole figure lies in first quadrant. See, I selected the y-axis here and I select the x-axis here. These are the reference axes with respect to which we will determine the centroid. Okay. So when I have selected it like this, the whole circle lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. Okay, now the x bar will be the distance from here to the center, that will be radius, and y bar also will be the distance from here to the center, that is again r. So the centroid of circle will be g x bar y bar is equal to g r comma r, correct? So for all symmetrical figures it will be in the center. Now let's go to a triangle, maybe a right angle triangle or a normal triangle. As you can see, we have already derived the equation for this particular triangle. I hope you all remember that. Suppose the triangle is having a base b and a height h. Here also base b and height h. What is the difference between these two triangles? The first triangle is a right angle triangle, and if you cut it with an axis, a y-axis in the center or an x-axis in the center, it is not symmetrical. See, if I cut it like this portion and this portion are not same, right? If I cut it like this also, this portion and this portion are not same. But this triangle, when I cut it in exactly at the center, both these portions are like mirror image. They are same. Okay. But when I cut it like this with x-axis, this area and this portion is not at all same. So this particular thing is unsymmetrical, totally an unsymmetrical figure, whereas this one is symmetrical about y-axis, correct? If I cut with y-axis, it is symmetrical. Okay. About y-axis means the x bar will be directly you can do. Okay, see here its total distance is b, so x bar will be b by 2. The only thing we need to know here is the y bar equation. So y bar, when you have to select the axis here, correct, the y bar will be this distance obviously, and this distance is a x bar, this is the y bar. So y bar will be always, we have already derived the equation, I am not going to explain that again. When this is the apex and this is the bigger side, from the bigger side to the centroid the distance will always be h by 3. If you are taking this d by 3. Okay, and this distance, remaining distance is 2h by 3, which is not required, only y bar is required. So study this equation by heart. Now again, when you have a right angle triangle, same thing. When you're considering along the height, along this way, when you're considering along the height, this becomes the apex and this is the bigger side. Correct, this B is the bigger side. So from the bigger side, the distance will be h by 3 because along the height we are taking, and the remaining distance will be 2h by 3. Correct. Okay, now from when you are considering along the width B, okay, from here to here the distance will be b by 3, and from here to here the distance is going to be 2b by 3. Why? Because when you are considering along B, this is going to be the apex. That you should remember clearly. From the apex it is always 2 by 3 the distance, and from the bigger side it is always 1 by 3 the distance. Okay, so when you are taking along this direction, this becomes the bigger side and this is the apex. When you are taking along the height, this becomes the bigger side and this becomes the apex. So always from apex it is 2 by 3. You can see 2 by 3 from this apex, 2 by 3. So the x bar, if you are taking the axis here, so the x bar in this case will be b by 3 and y bar will be h by 3. If you are considering the axis here, such that whole figure lies in first quadrant. Okay, now two more such regular figures are there for you. So that is, one is semicircle and one is quarter circle. So if you are considering about semicircle, see, semicircle is a figure which when we divide by y-axis it is symmetrical. See, both sides. But when you divide like this, it is not symmetrical. So y-axis, about y-axis symmetrical means x bar will be directly this distance, it is d by 2. Correct. Whenever symmetrical it is half. Okay, and this distance y bar will be this distance, and that y bar will be is equal to 4r by 3 pi, which we have already derived. This you need to by heart it, it's very important. Okay, this is the case when you select the axis here. Okay, next we have the quarter circle centroid. As you can see, a quarter circle is having radius r. Okay, the centroid is here. Obviously we select the axis here and here, so this distance will be y bar and this distance will be x bar. So x bar and y bar, it almost looks similar, right? So obviously we have the same equation for x bar and y bar for a quarter circle, that is 4r by 3 pi and 4r by 3 pi. It cannot be r divided by 2. Why? Because when you are dividing using y-axis, it is not same on both sides. When you are dividing by x-axis, it is not same on top and bottom. So it's absolutely an unsymmetrical figure. That is why the x bar and y bar has an equation which we have already derived. So remember these. So these basic equations you should be remembering so that we can do the problems very easily. Okay, I hope it's clear. It's very easy. You can just go through all of them once again. I can show it to you. For rectangle, x bar is b by 2, t by 2. When you are selecting the axis in such a way such that the whole figure lies in first quadrant, sometimes they may give the figure in second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, or any quadrant. At that time your x bar and y bar may vary. It may have negative signs also. So that you should be very careful about while doing the problem. I hope it will be clear when you are doing the problem. So just go through all these once again. You can see of circle, of right, and a normal triangle, and a semicircle and a quarter circle. So I hope it's clear. Thank you.